Friends, family, mentors, colleagues, and scholars, it is such an honor to be here in this moment and to be able to share my reflections on the persistence and commitment that have brought us all here. My name is Freida Miller. As one of the master's students graduating today with a leadership degree, I've had the opportunity over the last 3 years to network and bond with all the various levels and programs of nursing students at UT. These interactions have been as meaningful to my development as the classwork. For those who may be unaware of who all is celebrating this milestone today, let me shed light on the various journeys we have all undergone in pursuit of where we now are. Our bachelor's students managed to get in to one of the most competitive majors at UT. Only between 1% and 2% of those who apply are accepted. Over 2 to 4 years, they undergo rigorous training and exposure to what I believe is noble but physically and emotionally exhausting work. In my interactions with this incredible class through the simulation lab, reading your public policy essays, shout out APA, and as a clinical teaching assistant in my area, obstetrics, I was astounded at what a hardworking, socially minded, and ambitious group this new generation of nurses is. Gone are the days of simply learning to follow orders. Let's give it up for our BSNs. You are the future, and I am both rooting for and inspired by you. My fellow master's students are a diverse mix of experienced nurses seeking a new role within healthcare, such as family, pediatric, or psychiatric nurse practitioners, leadership students such as myself, and career changers, those brave souls called to nursing after working in other fields. For those in the audience who are unaware of the rigors of an accelerated nursing program, our friends and colleagues truly made it through the fire together. Having done an accelerated program myself almost 20 years ago, that year is a visceral memory. Late nights, long hours, so much new information that it is deeply important, life-altering, and imperative to get right. Being novice in another field is not the same. Humbling, perhaps, but in growing into new healthcare roles, we are impacting real people's lives and outcomes. I am incredibly proud of us for following the call to action and putting in the work to get to this next level. For me personally, my call to adventure came on an unexceptional day in a chatty interaction at the nurses' station. I'm what is known as a seasoned nurse, which has always been funny to me. Many nurses who have gotten over the hump of the first tough years and still come in and day out for bedside care could better be described as pickled rather than seasoned. But I guess we can be a rather salty group. I mentioned to some friends that I would love to go back to school, but that it felt selfish when I should be thinking of preparing for my own children's college fees. Luckily for me, a UT School of Nursing professor happened to be sitting there with us that day. From my heart, I am so grateful that she gave me the encouragement and the push to start this journey. I know that each of us had some influence or force impelling us from a place of comfort to a place of growth and helping us scheme to make it happen. My fellow master's students, I'm just so grateful for ourselves and for the communities we will serve that we made the leap. Let's give it up for the master's students celebrating tonight. I'm so proud of us. To our doctorally prepared nursing students graduating today, let me share that your passion and focus has fundamentally shifted in my head what I thought nurses could do. In a handful of shared classes, in the simulation lab, and in the 5th floor kitchen, I've had a window into your world. I've been so moved by conversations with our PhDs, contributing through research to the science that solidifies what we quote-unquote know about how to justly care for people and populations. You have also impressed upon me, this is doing the work. This is making the change, piece by piece, study by study, truth by truth. Thank you for showing me what is possible in our profession. For our doctorate prepared nurses graduating tonight, your incredible effort is literally going to change people's experiences in the world. Thank you for your persistence. We are so very proud of your achievement. Persistence is a word I'd like to circle back to, though, because one unifying thread in our journeys through nursing has been the challenge. It is not small. For every person in this amazing graduating class, both during the program and in the weeks and years ahead, there will be moments of what writer Joseph Campbell calls the abyss, that dark place that comes before a metaphorical transformation. The beast that is imposter syndrome rears its head when you are a novice. Things feel almost impossible during a big transition. This metaphor is literal and apparent to the labor nurse in me. Transition is the intense stage in labor between 9 centimeters and complete dilation. Generally, when an unmedicated mother will tell us, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I've heard this literally hundreds, if not thousands, of times at the bedside of birthing families. Being on the cusp of something transformative is tough. In labor and in life, transition is sometimes when a lot of poop happens. Am I right? I think every one of us graduating had at least one seminal moment of questioning why the change, why we had undertaken to cross the threshold. My personal low points tended to happen when I was in traffic on I-35. The reason I mention that is that I know what I did when it all seemed too much. I reached out to my community, a literal phone a friend that would help me chat my way through moments of doubt. Thank you to my sisters, friends, fellow grad students, and mom for hours on the phone. Thank you to my wonderful partner for holding down the fort while I did the work to pursue this dream. I could never have done this without your support. Thank you to my children for working on homework with me at the dining room table. Being able to give you a model for the rewarding nature of lifelong learning is something for which I am most proud. Thank you to my weekend coworkers who reminded me in 1,000,000 little ways why I'd wanted to get my advanced degree. And to my workplace for actually financially supporting me through tuition reimbursement and scholarships. I am so grateful for the mentors among the faculty that I acquired at the UT School of Nursing and Moody College of Communication. Your wisdom and insights acted both as fuel and incentive to move me further along my path. The power of truth nuggets and brain pops cannot be understated in the inevitable discomfort of growth. These examples are what got me through. But I think for all of us, recognizing and honoring the community that has supported us in achieving this milestone today is a powerful guide for navigating the challenges ahead. Another guide, and the one I will leave you with, is something we are doing in this moment, celebrating our successes. I want to share that this occasion is actually my first time to participate in a graduation ceremony. Through circumstance, I wasn't offered a high school graduation ceremony, Many of you may have had similar experiences due to COVID disruptions. In both college and nursing school, I opted out because the ceremony seemed inconvenient to the people I cared about. At the time, I don't think I recognized how priceless it is to convene with your family and friends for a happy reason. Please make every excuse to celebrate the wins. Celebrate with your people. Thank them. Don't hold back. Pride in achievements warms both yourself and others. Today is a great example. We are graduating from a top-rated program and university, and we're surrounded by the people who helped make it happen. Let us hold on to this day like a candle as we forge forth, and let's not hesitate to recognize and celebrate future accomplishments, big and small. The nature of our work is so personal that meaningful wins are not always big, momentous, and ceremonial. Sharing about our own milestones is a community practice. Rather than finding it inconvenient, I think you will find that the people you love catch joy from these wins. For all of the graduates and supporters tonight, I wish you many celebrations in the future. In every moment ahead, remember that what starts here truly does change the world. Congratulations, my friends, and hook 'em horns.